Number 2. This
Number
might be
two. I think we're gonna
a
hit
little
this.
bit of a
I think we're
surprise.
gonna hit this. We're
Yeah,
gonna hit this together. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Can I
I don't
go?
know. I don't know.
Oh, let me go.
I
And I
doubt
bet you
it.
it's it. Nah, okay, maybe not then.
Korean Dream.
Oh shit! It
You're
made
gonna
it.
say
Nah, nah,
24,
nah.
26, eh? But anyway,
Oh shit! How'd you know? How'd you know?
hey, it's not.
Because we know what number one is. Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Korean Dream, and I actually didn't realize it would rank so high. It was like
yeah.
upon
Fucking
actual deep
two,
assessment. Yeah,
two.
two,
I'm going
man.
to the track list now, man. I don't.
Dude, like
Wow.
so
Yeah.
Big Free is one of my absolute favorites of all time.
Yep. Same.
Especially the last sort of 10 years of my hip hop listening, which was quite casual. Let's say 15 years, and I got more and more into just like Kyopo style. And Be Free really like
Yep.
epitomizes, Kyopo
Yep.
style.
Best couple rapper of his era for sure, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I don't know
definitely,
about all
definitely up
time.
there. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but of his era, yeah, for me.
He's just rap wise, just raw rap wise, he's one of the most listenable, like
Yeah, so
just
good.
flow and his lyrics, and he's just so, he's just raw,
Remember
like
when he
he's
first came
not
out,
very
dude?
refined, and that's
He's
what I really
crazy.
love about this guy.
Yeah.
And for me, this album has like quite a significance because this album was released in 2014, and this, which is kind of well sort of towards the end of the album era, as far as I'm concerned. So
Yep.
to
Yep.
have this kind of album, like a length album, be
Yep.
released of
Yep.
such high quality, it was kind of, for me, it was like a booster shot into for my sort of K-pop passion because it
Like
was kind
Chwok.
of,
It's like reminding you of the old times a bit.
yeah, yeah,
Yep.
because
Yep.
like as you guys saw so far, like a lot of our active heavy listening of K-pop was in the early 2000s.
Early
And then
2000s.
slowly it kind of like fades somewhat. We're in our
Well, there was no more
most
albums anymore, dude.
yeah, we're in our most kind of malleable state in our high school and early uni days, and we're listening to a lot of music. And as kind of life goes on, naturally you listen to less music, and including hip hop. And then this is released like in 2014. So
Yep.
yeah, no, I just love like the first few tracks is crazy. Like starting from the intro, and then
Intro.
and then Good
Good
Year,
year. Hot summer. Just
yeah,
look
Hot
at it
Summer,
now.
On
Yeah.
Fire,
Shit.
Feel It, and
I
then
feel
like
it. Feel it's fucking crazy.
dude, like
Feel it is crazy.
the first few tracks in this album are like almost I think like comparable to DT3,
Yeah.
and
And then it goes into it ain't easy, eh?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Pretty much.
later, and
Yeah.
then it kind of spaces out a little bit later on, but yeah, it just has killer tracks. And
Yeah.
I think it's seemingly because I didn't really have my pulse on the scene so much at this time, but seemingly it got a lot of recognition as well in the scene. So yep,
Yep.
considering
Yep.
all these things, and probably the biggest one is how frequent I go back to listen to this album.
Yep. Yep. No, fair call.
These tracks are so set on their song, like it definitely timeless. Like all the other albums that we talked about and the tracks that we talked about are timeless, and maybe it has its advantage in that it's only 10 years old, so there's
Yeah.
less time has passed. But yeah, this I was kind of surprised to see how high it actually landed at number 2.
Yeah, can I also just say on this, 2014, this was well into the era where, let's be honest, a lot of mumbling rap and a lot of auto-tuned rap, a lot of more like fine-tuned rap at the time,
Yep.
which is fine. That's just the way things are. So like this was like up buck to the max. It was like, this was against the grain, so it was like very boom bappy, and Be Free naturally doesn't really edit his voice much at the time. He's obviously a bit more grungy now, but at the time it was still like almost the end of the era of that like that style of rap, and he fucking nailed it. And when he first came out, he was just, oh man, he was just like, as you said, he was just so different at the
Yeah,
time. I
and
remember.
like I like the diversity in this album. Like very kind of different sounds. Like for instance, On Fire, it's just band. It's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
fucking, what's the thing in '69?
Asoto Union?
No. In like like when the hippies were doing like massive concerts and shit. I can't remember anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got this kind of very band sound as well as something
Mm.
jazzy, which is kind of yeah, and then just some just like boom bap, trap. Like oh, it's quite a diverse mix of sounds. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And I just want
probably
to give
one
a
of my
shout out to
most re-listened albums, and got a lot of tracks that I re-listen a lot.
yeah, and I just want to say, like, Feel It as well. For those who don't know, it features Keith Ape, who at the time was Kid Ash, and yeah, like I think everyone knew that he was going to be something off the bat. Like he obviously his career went a certain way, and obviously for those who enjoy his style at the time, now, but at the time he was just like so fresh again, like. I don't think he's like full Kyopo, but he definitely had like this huge Miggle influence. I pretty sure he lived overseas somewhere throughout his life, and he had this like really smooth, again, like super unique. That's what I loved about B3 and Keith Ape at the time as well. They just like very different to other rappers, as you said, like really had like this Kyopo feel to them. So yeah, like and then G2, and then there was also these rappers, but yeah.